students, postdoctoral researchers and more senior members of staff. Recently there have been two strikes on the 31st and the 3rd of December. The strikes have been over falling wages, temporary contracts and unpaid labour. In support of these strikes and in defence of a more democratic, free and radical university, students at 10 universities have gone into occupation over the last few months. None of these occupations are currently ongoing. However, occupations and demos have been met with a huge backlash from university management and from the police. We're here today because we despise and we reject this backlash, and we support those workers and students, and because we're demanding an end to the policing of university life. And we're here because the mood in the universities is changing. Here's just a brief update of what's happened in the last few weeks. Both the University of London Union President and Vice President have been arrested for involvement in protests and challenging police behaviour. Michael Chesham, President of ULU, was given bail conditions prohibiting him from demonstrating, which were later dropped. Police brought tasers onto the University of London campus on a cleaners demo on the 24th of October. The Three Crosses campaign in the University of London was organised by independently unionised outsourced cleaners who've now won a partial victory in their struggle on holidays, sick pay and the living wage. On the 4th of December, police violently broke up Senate House occupation in London, dragged and punched protesters inside and outside, and 3 people were arrested. On the 4th of December, the University of London was granted an injunction that means that occupying any University of London building around Senate House will automatically be a criminal offence. On the 5th of December, police attacked the Cops Off campus demo at the University of London, assaulting protesters and arresting 41 people. Bail conditions banned them from the campus and ordered them not to be in groups of any more than 4 people in any place in London. Today, on the 11th of December, there's a big demo starting at 2 o'clock in London to say no to police violence. At Sussex, on the 4th of December, 5 students, the Sussex 5, were suspended because of their involvement in demos and occupations. There's been a massive response from students and staff, including demos. There's been a police on campus for every recent demo in Sussex, and sometimes the students have managed to chase them off. It's nearly finished. On the 9th of December, this week, a meeting of 600 students in the University of Sussex voted to go on a strike yesterday. This happened. The university has now dropped the suspensions of the Sussex 5, but is putting them through a disciplinary process, as yet undefined. Yesterday, on the 10th of December, hundreds of students in Sussex walked out to oppose these procedures, and today they're going to do the same thing. Cops off campus, no to disciplinary procedures against students. In Birmingham, on November the 28th, a student occupation was violently evicted by bailiffs, police and security staff, and students were threatened with arrest if they didn't leave. The University of Birmingham is now attempting a year-long injunction against protest on campus. The university has started to send out letters to the students saying they're going to be disciplined. We don't know what that means, but we oppose that as well. In Sheffield, after a short occupation, there was a possession order put in banning occupations of the whole campus for 3 months. In Liverpool, a recent short occupation in support of workers the university refused to negotiate with the students. When there was a discussion, police officers stood outside the door preventing people from getting in or out of the university. In Cambridge, police attempted to infiltrate student and anti-cuts activists, offering a student money to him to inform on peers. This is basically an infiltration and trying to make students into spies. So, to be very clear, UK students and staff are being attacked for demanding free higher education, fair pay and trade union recognition, no privatisation of staff on campus, that universities oppose the privatisation of student loans, no to the closure of the student union in London, that popular and high-rated courses should not be closed, and an end to the UK Border Agency surveillance of international students. We're here to say today, it's only when we get cops off campus and get organising around the things that affect students and staff in and beyond the university that we'll have the universities we want. And if anybody wants to speak, that would be great. Woo!